What's up? It's Canada Day 2018. Now last year it was Canada 150, and this year it's 151, which I find a bit more appealing aesthetically, personally. But that is neither here nor there, because this is the year that Canada will legalize weed. Countrywide, no takebacks, official as fuck, legal weed across the board, no matter what Quebec tries to say about it. So, rather than talk about all the complex political issues that my country is going through right now that none of my American viewers care about, I figured I'd talk about the whole marijuana legalization thing and what it means and what might change and what probably won't and, you know, stuff like that. Also, I looked up a list of nicknames for weed and I'm gonna try to use most of them. Be aware of that. So what is cannabis? Well, as far as I know, and I have very limited knowledge, it's a plant that grows. Sometimes. Apparently, it is quite hard to grow at home, so I don't know why Quebec is so fucking worried about it. But, yeah, you can use it for a few different things, like, apparently there's that whole thing where you can make stuff out of hemp, and, yeah. But, let's be real, most people are going to be using it recreationally, and that means smoking it or eating it, I guess. I'm not really down on what it causes. There are a lot of conflicting reports, actually. For some people, they say it makes them feel calmer, and others say it makes them feel paranoid, and apparently it can straight up cause psychosis sometimes if you're predisposed to it. So, you know, really making me roll the dice here, ain't ya? But hey, this is government regulated and approved kush. It's not gonna be laced with some random shit your dealer found lying around his garage. And that brings up what I feel is a very important point here. The convenience factor. As you may be able to tell, I've never had pot before, because that would require me knowing a dealer, and that would require me knowing people in general. Once October 17th rolls around, you won't have to go meet up with some sketchy dude just to get way less than you paid for. You'll be able to order it online. Yeah, online ganja, and it's not even black market shit. That's true convenience. And speaking of October 17th, I was a little bit miffed when I heard that, because I had this thing going. They were saying that it was probably going to be legalized by September, and I was thinking if it was early enough in September, then we could have had, if you completely ignore how dates work, 840 Blazed, which is double 420 and therefore twice as good. Yeah, Canada could have had its own little day for the wacky tobacco, but we had to pass up on it because the provinces needed another month to put together their plans on how to sell it. Better news, though. Fuck trick-or-treating, herb candy for Halloween this year. And yeah, it's gonna make crossing the border an even bigger bitch than it already is, but who wants to go to the US anyway? Having to use miles, and they don't have Shreddies or Maynards, and having to deal with those weird-ass traffic lights that hang over the intersection on a wire? What the fuck is that about? You know what? Fuck it, let's just build a wall. I'll be down to try some edibles once the Green Goddess gets greenlit, but there is one thing that I'm sure is gonna be popping up in souvenir shops that's gonna make me wish that we hadn't even fucking bothered. It's that goddamn edited Canadian flag with the keef leaf in the place of the maple leaf. Those are tacky as fuck, and I hate them, and I know they're gonna be everywhere. If you're watching the celebration on Parliament Hill, keep an eye out. I'm sure you'll see a few of them. But aside from that, I'm really glad that we're taking this step forward to being a more modern country. And, for anyone from the US thinking of taking a trip north to get some trees on October 17th, put it off for at least a week. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Nothing's ever ready on release day. But until then, the only dank I'll be enjoying is memes. Happy Canada Day.